This is verse 17 of the 21st chapter, the Gospel of John. We're in the midst of the rather intense conversation between Jesus and Peter, in which it's commonly understood that Jesus is reinstating Peter, having been through the entire ordeal of the crucifixion of Christ and Peter's denial on 3 different occasions. Now we have a restoration with 3 different questions, all similar but subtle differences among them. So we come to the third of them now. This is verse 17. So a lege, from lego I say, third person singular, present active indicative, to him, auto, indirect object, the dative masculine singular. He says to him. And then to, this is the neuter article. It's in the accusative here, along with the indeclinable adverb triton, which means the third. And so he says to him, the third is in the third time now. Simon, the proper name, Ionu, Simon of Jonas, Simon son of Jonas. And now Jesus adjusting the question slightly to accommodate the way Peter has stated it. Philes, from phileo, to love, and this is more the warmth of friendship, love, reciprocal love. Second person singular, present active indicative, do you love? The interrogative, me, the direct object. Peter has insisted using this very word, that he does love Jesus. And of course, this is what Jesus has been asking using a different word, like apao is the word, but now he incorporates this word that that Peter himself has been using. And it is more or less the word that would reflect a kind of warmth of deep reciprocal friendship. Peter himself, of course, has this experience, elupethe. This is from lupeo. It means literally to cause anguish, but this happens to be in the passive, so it's the third person singular aorist passive indicative. And it means that he was caused to go through pain or anguish, usually translated hurt. So Petros, the subject, was hurt or was feeling pain. Hoti, the conjunction apin, from lego I say, third person singular, aorist active indicative, because he said auto, the indirect object, to him, and then again to triton, the third time, identical, of course, to the construction here. Philes me, do you love me? Again, repeating what was stated earlier. Peter picks up the conversation, kai, the connective lege, he says, auto, indirect object, to him, Kyrie, this is the vocative now, Kyrie, panta, all things, the adjective, all things, su, and adding emphasis to it, of course, the second person nominative pronoun, oidos. This is from edo, to see something, usually suggesting to know it. This is the perfect, so it's the second person singular perfect active indicative. You know, you have known and continue to know all things. And then a little bit of pathos here, su, same word, second person, genoskes, second person singular present active indicative. You know right now in this present moment. Hoti, the connective, philo. Same word that we had here, only now it's the first person singular present active indicative. You know that I love. Se, the accusative of the second person pronoun. Then lege, he says, auto, to him, the subject, ho Jesus. Boska, word we saw earlier, it means to feed, usually applied to animals grazing, so feed. Earlier he said, feed my lambs. Now it's the word that's more broad, ta probatamu, feed the sheep of me. So we have 3 questions. The first had a command to Peter to feed the lambs, the new converts, presumably. And then to shepherd them is the second one, a much broader word, meaning not simply to feed, but to care for, to guide, to provide authority. But it's the authority of a shepherd. It's not the authority of a tyrant, that sort of thing. And now, following on that, again, the instruction kind of combining, you might say, the first 2. To feed, which was used with the lambs, the sheep, which was used with the second command, feed them. So Peter's final instruction is a more comprehensive one yet, that he should be the instructor. He's going to be the one that will feed and care for them. And these three, of course, commands now are in a sense taken as a reinstatement of Peter to his original position of leadership among the apostles. And certainly as we see the story unfolding in the book of Acts, we're very much aware that that's precisely the role that Peter undertook.